Today we're taking a look at these MLB matches, which are happening on Sunday, September 12, 2021, and giving you match breakdowns, betting tips and predictions in general on these games. Welcome back to High Stakes, let's get straight into it. Also, don't forget to subscribe to get notified as soon as we release these sport prediction videos, and if you would like more betting tips and predictions, then check out our Patreon in the link down below. Our new Patreon is a way for us to help you improve your chances of making more money. 5 plans are available for each and every one of you. You can get 30 extra betting picks all the way up to 270 extra betting picks per month. Stop wasting hours of your time searching for bad betting advice that ends up costing you a lot of money. Join the High Stakes Patreon now and get the best betting picks and advice. Texas Rangers vs Oakland Athletics. Oakland is 13th in runs per game, 4.55, and 9th in runs allowed per game, 4.09. That puts the team 10th in run differential at plus 0.45. Like Texas, this is not a very good Oakland offense. They are 21st in team batting .238 and 14th in home runs per game, 1.23. On the mound, the Texas pitching staff has a 4.55 team ERA, which is 22nd in baseball, a 1.34 whip which is 19th, and opposing hitters are averaging .256 at the plate against Rangers pitching which is 25th. Jordan Lyles is the leader in victories for Texas with 8 and is the leader in strikeouts with 124. Getting the nod on the mound Sunday for Texas will be Taylor Hearn, who is 5-4 with a 3.95 ERA and 81 strikeouts. Oakland will start right-hander James Kaprielian. Kaprielian is 7-4 with a 3.81 ERA in 19 starts. After pitching very well through the first 3 months of the season, the right-hander has struggled over the last 2 months, posting ERAs above 5 in both August and September. He did pitch well in his last outing, allowing a single run in 4 innings to the Chicago White Sox, but it allowed 10 total runs in 9 innings in his previous 2 starts combined. Our betting advice is to pick Oakland Athletics. Texas is 29th in runs per game, 3.90, and 23rd in runs allowed per contest, 4.93. The Rangers are 27th in run differential at minus 1.03. This is a very bad Texas offense, ranked 29th in batting .230 and 26th in home runs per game, 1.06. Oakland's strength has been its starting rotation as the Athletics are first in quality starts with 69. Oakland has the 12th best team ERA in baseball at .388, the 10th best whip at 1.24, and opposing hitters average .244 at the plate against Oakland pitching which is 16th. Frankie Montas is the leader in victories for Oakland with 12 and has the most strikeouts with 181. James Kaprielian gets the nod on the mound for Oakland on Sunday. This season the right-hander is 7-4 with a 3.81 ERA and 103 strikeouts. Texas will start left-hander Taylor Hearn. Hearn is 5-4 with a 3.95 ERA in 7 starts and 31 relief appearances. He has worked exclusively as a starter over his last 4 appearances, allowing 10 total runs in 23.2 innings pitched. Our second betting advice is to pick over 8.5. San Diego Padres vs Los Angeles Dodgers. The Padres have now lost 2 on the bounce to the Dodgers to fall to 74-67 for this season. They are still 3rd in the NL West, but are right in the race for the wild card despite these 2 defeats. They were beaten 5-4 by the Dodgers in Game 2. Speaking of tough, Snell has been a thorn in the Dodgers' side this season. He has only yielded 1 run in his last 12 innings pitched against them. Things could get interesting if batters continue to stall out at the plate in this matchup. It's looking like Dodgers pitcher Trevor Bauer won't touch an MLB mound again for the rest of the season. The MLB and MLB Players Association have agreed to extend the reigning Cy Young Award winner's suspension, and that time is expected to go beyond the postseason months, per ESPN's Alden Gonzalez. Blake Snell will get the start for the Padres on Sunday afternoon. He has been 7-6 for the season with an ERA of 4.22 and whip of 1.33. He even has a K tally of 170, which is 24th in the MLB. It'll be business as usual on Sunday for a Dodgers team still ridiculously loaded at pitcher. You only need to hear the words Max Scherzer is starting to truly grasp what I'm talking about. The legendary starter is throwing a 2.28 ERA with a 0.86 whip and 154 innings under his belt. He's a walking problem for any team, but he'll especially be tough for a Padres team that has struggled to produce at the plate. Our first betting advice is to pick Los Angeles Dodgers, -1.5. The Dodgers have now won successive games against the Padres, but they are still 2.5 games behind the Giants for the lead in the division standings. That will hurt them quite a bit because they are 90-53 for the season. The hope for the Padres is for Blake Snell to match Scherzer's effort on the other end. He's coming off a decision loss he didn't deserve against the Los Angeles Angels that followed a 7-inning shutout victory against the Arizona Diamondbacks. Max Scherzer will start for the Dodgers on Sunday as he looks to help the team gain some ground. He has the best ERA and WHIP in the league this season, at 2.28 and 0.86 respectively. The Dodgers are easily one of the best defensive teams in baseball, but Snell has handled himself incredibly well in this matchup. He has a 1.96 ERA and 1-0 record in at least 4 head-to-head games this season. So the Padres should be pretty confident about the defensive stand they're capable of making on game day. Every loss is a big deal when you're heading on the road to face a fierce competitor like Dodgers starting pitcher Max Scherzer. Sunday's game is an all-hands-on-deck sort of scenario. Our second betting advice is to pick under 7.5. Quick reminder, you can get 125% cashback bonus on your first deposit on our partner sportsbook BetUS after you open an account using our link down below and use our promo code HIGHSTAKES when making your deposit. Arizona Diamondbacks vs Seattle Mariners. Chris Flexen, who has been Seattle's steadiest pitcher throughout the season after coming over from the KBO, will start Saturday's game as the Mariners look to move closer in the crowded AL wildcard race. The young left-hander opened his major league career with an impressive no-hitter against the Padres. Of course, some regression was expected in his starts after that. Opposing batters are only hitting .222 against the rookie, with a .354 slugging percentage over 5 starts. He has certainly impressed well enough to earn a spot in the backs rotation next season. Yusei Kikuchi will get the ball on Sunday, looking to bounce back from an awful start earlier this week against the Houston Astros, as he allowed 4 earned runs on 3 hits and no walks, while failing to strike out a batter in just 1.2 innings of work, with 2 more unearned runs also scoring. The 30-year-old has been all over the place this season as he made the All-Star team but has struggled since, bringing his overall numbers to a 7-8 record and 4.32 ERA, with 149 strikeouts in 146 innings. Ty France is Seattle's top hitter with a .29, 1.36, 3.446 line, 16 homers and 61 RBI in 131 games, while standing out as arguably the best first baseman in baseball during the second half. Our first betting advice is to pick Mariners -1.5. Our second betting advice is to pick over 7.5. Good luck to all of you. That's it for this video. Stay tuned and stay safe for the next betting tips and advice.